What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to 40 Fitness. I visited the Cleveland Fitness Expo over the weekend where I did the push-up competition that was in the last video. 95. I did like 95 push-ups in a minute. It was pretty fun, and it was a good time doing that. But overall, it's kind of a little bit disappointed in the expo. I thought it was going to be a lot more than what it was. There was a lot of empty spaces, and people was pretty much hawking the same old protein this and pre-workout that. And it was a lot of empty spaces there. Nothing really give it that wow factor, especially for the money. It was like $12 to get in, and $10 to park. I paid less than that for the Arnold, and had a way better time. No big fitness celebrities out there. Nothing to really draw a crowd. And like nothing new. No big education on vitamins, minerals, trace minerals. Things like that. They were selling some grass-fed foods, beef and chicken like that, what I thought was interesting. I thought that was interesting. Another thing I thought that was pretty cool was the Affinity Men's Wellness Clinic. A couple things I thought was interesting about that. They put me on this machine. They did my weight and body fat for me. And I've been trying to lose weight for the past 2 months. So I was kind of anxious to see where I was at as far as my weight. I don't weigh myself all the time. So I went from 242 to 224. That was Saturday. And today is Wednesday. I've lost a couple pounds since then. My lean body mass is 186.7. My body fat mass is 37.3. My BMI was 30.4, and my body fat percentage was 16%. Which I was happy with the body fat percentage thing because I didn't expect to be too much over that, and but I was disappointed with the BMI. And they did a whole, couple other measurements here, where they do your legs and your arm, they weigh your legs and your arm, which I thought was interesting because, first of all, I know my right leg is smaller than my left leg because of the injuries and surgeries, but for somehow in this paper they supposedly weighed the same. So that thing I thought was interesting. Another thing I thought was interesting about it was even though I had the stats that I had, by me being 44 years old, that makes me pretty much healthy. 16% was in the normal range as far as body fat. And, 224 is not that bad. For a person my height, I'm 6 feet tall, carrying a bunch of mass. But the thing I found that was interesting was how you see these dudes on YouTube that's way shorter than me going 210, 215, still visible abs, and still claiming natural, whatever, what have you. This just show you how, they just have the money to go to these wellness clinics because it's not, a regular doctor. I can walk in there tomorrow with the money and they'll prescribe me what I need to bring me at the level that I want to be at. So if I want my testosterone level to be at 1,000 nanograms per deciliter, these people can help me get there. And, I just thought that was really interesting because I've never been to a male wellness clinic, and I've heard of them, but I thought it was always you had to go through a regular doctor, but of course you don't. And you see a lot of these guys that's 5'9", 210, 215, on YouTube, telling you how they work hard and giving all these fitness advice, but really, they visiting these types of clinics. And I just thought that was amazing and kind of interesting because I'm 6 feet tall, and even at 215, I will have okay abs, but not rock hard abs like some of these guys, my body fat, if I lost 10 more pounds, I'll still be at 13%. Some of these guys are walking around 210, 215 and 5'9", maybe, and 5'8", and they're 10% body fat and all this kind of stuff. So I just found that kind of interesting and something that I think you guys should think about when you follow these people and listen to these people. You're only going to be as good as your potential. You're only going to be as good as you. Don't listen to everybody because you don't know what they're doing. And for people to say, oh, you don't work hard, oh, you don't, I've been lifting weights for over 10 years. I know what I'm talking about. My fat-free mass index is still, if you do the numbers, with a 224 body weight, 6 feet tall, 16% body fat, my fat-free mass index is still 25, will still put me at the top of the genetic chain as far as muscle growth. So, You know, I don't want to hear the fact that, oh, I don't work hard, I don't know what I'm talking about, and all this kind of stuff. I've been doing this for a very long time, you know, and there are some people who have way better genetics than myself, but there's a lot of people who are on TRT and all this kind of stuff, you know, giving advice. I'm not on TRT, you know, I'm not on testosterone. I don't take a lot of protein. I don't do a lot of supplements. If you want, I can show you how to do things the natural way, without all that supplements, without all the fluff, you know, without all the garbage that everybody else is trying to sell you. You know, it's not that hard, you know, but everybody want to go towards the guy with the nicer physique. Well, he might have a nicer physique, but that's not attainable to you unless you're doing what he's doing. And even if you're doing that, it still might not be attainable to you. So you might as well listen to somebody who's not doing anything, who's okay genetically, who can probably show you a better way naturally. Thanks for coming by 40 Fitness, people. I'm out.